Have you ever loved something so much you poured every ounce of yourself into it until you realized it was completely draining you? That's exactly what happened to Maya, a podcast manager who thought she landed her dream career until it almost broke her. Maya loved podcasts. She loved the way that every single episode could spark an idea, change someone's perspective, their mood, or make a person feel less alone. When she started to manage podcasts for other people, she was so thrilled. At first, the work was exciting. Editing episodes, writing show notes, scheduling guests. She felt like she was helping people share their stories into the world. But as more clients came in, so did more responsibilities. Suddenly, her mornings were filled with frantic guest emails. Her afternoons spent hours of editing. Her evenings creating social media posts and scheduling episodes. Her friends eventually stopped inviting her out because she was always too busy. And the worst part, she missed her best friend's wedding because she had 3 podcast episodes due that weekend and didn't trust anyone else to handle that. So one night she sat at her desk with, her 5th cup of coffee, so exhausted. And that's when it hit her. She wasn't managing podcasts anymore. The podcasts were managing her. This story might sound dramatic, but this happens more often than not. And this is why podcast operations matter. Yes, you're creating amazing shows, you're editing, you're writing the show notes, creating the content. But if you do not have podcast operations set up in a way that you're not missing out, you are not drained, you are getting sleep. Because when you are starting to manage multiple clients and there's nothing set in place for when you do have to go somewhere, when you are invited out, so that you're able to wake up and feel good. The problem was not her passion or even her skills. The problem was the lack of operations. When one person tries to juggle everything, editing, writing, marketing, guest management, the list goes on. Burnout isn't just possible, it's inevitable. And this is why podcast operations matter. Operations are the systems and the workflows that are going to keep you organized. And most importantly, they're going to keep you human. It's not always about the creativity. Yes, we want to make sure that all the shows that we touch, that we are helping create, is not going to stifle your creativity. Because when you burn out, you're not going to want to do this anymore. You're going to want to throw in the towel and say, hey, I don't want to do this. So it's about protecting you. It's about protecting yourself, your sanity, your mental health, all those things so that you can actually keep going. Yes, she started off great, and then her responsibilities started to pile on. There could be many factors to this. Because one, she did not want to give it to somebody else. And this is when we talk about delegation and why this is important, even if it's just show notes or creating content, whatever it is that's going on in your business, you should plan for that because you do know that your business will grow, will flourish. But in the event that you don't have all these things set up, then you're going to be set scrambling, trying to figure out, okay, what do I do now? I want to go see my friends. I want to go see my family, but I can't because now I have 5 clients that I'm responsible for. And this is not the way anything should operate. Here are some lessons. Here's what Maya's story is going to teach us. Burnout is not a badge of honor. Passion alone won't keep you going. It's delegation isn't luxury. It's essential. Handing off tasks like editing, guest booking, or promotion is going to free up your time so that it's not only you doing everything. Operations equal sustainability. If you want your business, your podcast business to thrive for years instead of just months because you're burnt out, You need systems that are going to support not only you as the business owner, as the one that's running the show that is helping your clients, but it's the people that are behind it. So that when you do start building and growing your team, you have operations set up in a way that you are able to step back. Maya, she eventually figured this out. She learned how to build systems, build a team, and then trusting the team and create boundaries within her work. And what happened? She rediscovered the joy that got her into her business in the first place, into being a podcast manager. That is where growth happens, when you're able to step back and figure out the bottlenecks and grow. Because if you want to have 10 clients and it's just you, that becomes a lot. And then you question everything and you want to essentially just throw in the towel and not want to do it anymore. So when you build a structure that sustains you, your business, and your team, and your clients, you're going to keep doing the work that you love without burning out. Now, I want to know, have you ever felt like Maya? Burnout, overwhelmed, wondering if this thing is going to actually work? I would love to know. So feel free to drop your comments down below, because your story might help somebody else that is reading these comments. You never know that impact that you can make. Remember, podcasting is just, it's not about the mic. It's not. It's about the systems behind it that are going to keep you alive. And if this resonated with you, feel free to share this with somebody that you know, and talk to you later.